At 325 at the traffic center, the construction in Gwinnett is just clearing up. 85 north, ramping to I-9, 85 north, exit 113, but you're jammed out of the Swanee area. Also need you to note that the delays south out of Buckhead start at Lennox and 400 south, about a half hour to get down to I-20. The northbound jams on the downtown connector start at Highway 166. Doug Turnbull, 95.5 WSB.
Commit to the G.
It is going to happen here at Georgia, and I'm committed to helping make that happen.
Hill with a lob to the rim. Anselm goes up high. Touchdown. Oh, that's Jabri Abdur-Rahim from the right corner.
The Dogs play here.
DMA for a two-handed dog in the paint. Oh, yeah. Georgia will win it. How about them Dogs?
Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of Dogs basketball. Georgia basketball is brought to you by Piedmont Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Georgia Bulldogs. Once again, here's Cabell Philpott.
Welcome back to the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Countdown to Tip-Off Show. Live fast, eat well with Grindhouse Killer Burgers. Time now for our 4 keys to the game. Chuck, now, do you have like 50 of them?
Well, no, not today. I got our usual 3. And Cab, look, key number 1's pretty simple. And, you know, Coach White just alluded to it in his conversation with you. We want them to play our game. They want to play this game in the high 80s, low 90s. We can't win there. Where we want this game is we want this game somewhere in the mid to low 70s. In the high 60s, even better, but I don't think we'll be able to keep it there. But if we can keep it in those low to mid 70s, that's where we'd like to play this basketball game. Number 2, rebound. Everybody, as far as rebounding is concerned, everybody bring the Windex, because this has got to be a committee job. We're not going to have a single double-digit rebounder today. That's not going to happen. But if we can get 6 or 7 guys with 3 or better, we got a chance to win. And then finally, look, this is going to be an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow against one of the better basketball teams in this country, ranked 11th or 12th in the nation, depending upon which poll you look at, and at the same time, make a statement. And if we're going to make a statement, as we like to say at a Nike school, just do it.
That sounds good to me, Chuck Dowdle. Today's keys to the game, driven by the Ford F-150, official truck of the Georgia Bulldogs. Check one out today at your local Ford dealer. We'll step aside the final timeout. This has been the Grindhouse Killer Burgers Countdown to Tip-Off Show. When we return, the actual tip-off and the starting lineups. All that coming up right after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
And it looks to me like there was an opportunity perhaps today for a slight slide, because this is that time of the year where you have a lot of tournament basketball underway, and so other tournaments are being televised, and they may be waiting for one to just finish up and then get to us here. But we'll get it underway here momentarily, and it looks like that time has now come.
All set to go here. Baha Mar, the Bahamas tournament. Set to go, Canes and Dogs. Georgia set to move left to right from our broadcast location. 2 big fellas there in the center, Chiwa and Omir. They were kind of bad. Looked like they were about to arm wrestle, Chuck.
He's had to push them apart 3 times now.
And they're still tight. The tap goes up, and Miami will control. Joseph takes it for the Hurricanes. Again, moving right to left, top of the key. Omir, now they swing it around.
A week ago.
And Thomason, a step back 3. It's the Dogs started, and the coaching staff begging for the Dogs to come up. And Thomason with the crossover, spin to the right, jump shot, 15-footer swish. Great bucket. 7-5 now, Miami leads Georgia, 15:37 remaining in the first half. And he is racking up the boards here. A nice no-look pass underneath to Melendez, who scores from the right side of the bucket at point-blank range. Ties it at 7.
Dogs are working the defensive boards terrifically.
15-minute mark. Dimmery drives the lane and scores in front of the bucket. Georgia with its first lead of the ball game at 14:54 remaining first half. 9-7 Dogs up on Miami. On the right side for Georgia, it's Kane. He puts up scores. 13-11. Dimmery up the far boundary on the right side. Kick out left side. 3 on the way from Kane. It's good! Scana Energy three-pointer from Blue Kane, and the Dogs have their biggest lead of the afternoon, 16-11.
Young man's feeling it,
remaining. Yes, he is.
You could tell when that ball hit his hands, he was going to let it go.
That's a good sign for Georgia. Picks up his dribble. Now Demery with the shot clock at 9. Jacks up a 3. and knocks it down.
You better believe Blair and Eagle start to look for a timeout here.
Moves to his right on the wing, crossover, step back three on the way, and good. Thomason knocks down the Scana Energy three-pointer, and the Dogs push the lead to 23-18, 8-minute mark, first half.
Well, that move looks very familiar to Niagara basketball fans because he used that a lot there.
24-23, Miami leads it. Kane pulls the trigger on a deep three and swishes it.
My goodness.
Goodness gracious, he didn't hesitate. That's a Scana Energy three-pointer. And Georgia retakes the lead, 26-24. And Kane's 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Up to Nwoko. He drives into the free throw line, puts up the runner and scores. That's credit to Joseph. And the game getting a little bit out of hand, 56-38 Miami. Melendez pump fakes on the left side now, leaves for Abdur-Rahim. Up at the free throw line, Hill on the right wing. Now he comes back top of the key, way back up top, 16 on the shot clock. Back to Demery, 10:40 remaining, 11 on the shot clock. Demery drives, pump fake, gets it up and scores from the left-hand side easily.
He's learning. He got his defender in the air and then went up.
And I'm going to tell you what, he is, that 6'5 guard is playing 6'8 right now in the land of the bigs, scoring at will. Moves around his man, drives the lane, puts up the layup and scores. Nice little drive down the right alley there.
And Blue doing a great job using his body to shield the defender and then getting the hoop.
64-46, Miami leading Georgia. Pack working against Kane, into the lane, kick out, right side three on the way from Poplar.
Oh my
In,
goodness.
out, around, and through.
They get every bounce and roll.
Kane down in the corner. Abdur-Rahim, Heath
There you
answers.
go.
Finally, says Jabari. Or Jabri, rather, excuse me.
We answer the three with a three.
And a timeout on the floor. Pass to Omir. He loses it. Abdur-Rahim, kick out right side. Thomason three from the corner. It's no good. The follow there. No good. Put back.
And the
Abdur-Rahim and the foul.
There you go, Jabri. Sliding it. Jabri was up in the air. That's dangerous. Guy slid underneath him.
But Miami, the 12th-ranked Hurricanes, are going to move to 4-0 behind a lights-out shooting second half against the Georgia Bulldogs here this afternoon. The backside lob is good for Georgia. That's Moncrief who caught the lob from Demery. Another assist.
That's going to be it.
For number 4.
69-68.
And that'll be the final score here in the Bahamas for Game 1. Miami and Georgia. The Hurricanes have won the ball game 79-68. The 12th-ranked Canes will move on to play the winner of Providence and Kansas State on Sunday. The Dogs will now play the early game against the loser of that second game this afternoon.
Well, regardless, it'll be another quality opponent.
100%.
For Georgia, it'll either be Providence or Kansas State, two schools that know a little bit about playing basketball.
Final score here once again from the Baha Mar Bahamas Invitational. Miami 79, Georgia 68. The Locker Room Report presented by Regions is coming up right after this timeout. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.